can go for the plant stick if he so chooses, but very much would be aware of the fact that G2 playing off-site will look to come in and go for the retake and deny this plant. NAKO looking to stick, and if he can get inside of office, suddenly they can play the post plant, and they will. 40 seconds now on the clock, but here comes G2.
Yeah, it's quite cramped in the post here for Gen.G, and Blaz will aggress, but with the Blackbeard in his face, it's difficult to have much impact and difficult to take space. Knocked to the ground, should be taken out, and is.
That's going to make it very difficult now for G2 in the post plant. Azog shut down Stomping. No rookie sensational start to the EWC. And with that knock, though, onto Azox. That's the Blackbeard. That's the shield down. And Alamau now in the 1v2. But only 18 seconds doesn't give him a whole lot of time. Player outside knows that full well that they're going to be playing outside of the site itself. Alamau tagged up already. There's nowhere safe, and there's no time remaining. It is the underdogs that are going to take the opening round here at the Esports World Cup. Gen.G will take the first round on the attack of Skyscraper against the EML champions. That's a 2v2, so still winnable. They make contact. He gets taken low, but so does Azza. Another one in drum to help out as well. That's Slura coming in. Now fully tucked in, but Azza's down. This guy knows that Blaz is stuck in that corner, but he hasn't really got the resources to get him out. Block the door, go for the res, but then there's only 40 seconds left. G2 have definitely got this round on their terms.
Oh, Blaz caught. 30 seconds, and now it just makes things a little bit more intriguing. Sure, the attack lacking utility, but now with the ability to potentially try and trade this out.
Close. Shotgun. Expectated, though, by Skies. 19 seconds. But clearly trying to just give themselves the best avenue possible to go for this win con. Oh, the door peek didn't fully connect onto Skies from Doki. Does eventually get the kill, and he'll get the second as well. And G2 are on the board at EWC 25. A little bit messy towards the end, but I like the start of the round for G2. Certainly far. Oh, also a chance, though. I mean, a little bit scrappy to start this third round.
All Salma's now expended, so that wall will not be open from range. Elsewhere, though, NAKO does find the first. Doki, who got caught in an awkward position near house stairs, finally falls.
Yeah, gets rid of the mirror as well. With that, a Nitrocell would be taken off the board. NAKO finds a second, walks in, gets rid of Alamau. Deadshot trying to make his way in as well, although NAKO does eventually get caught. Blaz will put an end to his escapades over towards Bar. He got two, though, so still an advantage for Gen.G, but Blaz finds another. Stomping will fall to Skies. Gen.G already searching for a second attacking round. Loira and Blaz to see if they can hold strong here on the tertiary site, but so far, no good. Loira falls. Down to Blaz in the 1v3. Skies to go down. Asa will look to stick that plant. Will do so, and with the Blackbeard in the post plant, it should be difficult, and it is. There's a second attacking round for Gen.G. Greatly. But Loira still alive, and a huge double kill from Loira. He is still a demon. And a 2 versus 2 now. And Gen.G, can they convert from the early advantage? Deadshot catches Doki in the back, and it is all down to Loira.
Heads up, though, for the attack. Just the one drone up. Deadshot now in 1v1.
A crucial moment. 1v1. 40 seconds on the clock. More to do, though, for Deadshot. Loira has done a sensational job to put G2 now into the more favorable position. Deadshot has to come to Loira, and Loira will be waiting. Deadshot goes prone. Just over towards the terrorist, close by to Loira, 20 seconds on the clock. There's the overhead, goes outside temporarily, but Deadshot has to make his way in through that front door. He has to go straight at Loira and take the fight, and Loira's just better. Huge round for G2, because they looked on the brink of a 3-1 deficit. Now we're all tied up. Floor vacated now as well for G2. They'll play horizontal, first floor only, so pantry positions, barbecue. Black stairs as well. And so for Gen.G, you haven't really got a whole lot to really utilize from that top floor position anyway. You don't have the sledge. You kind of have to probably just go direct 3v4, but your Blackbeard's quite low. So even that is not really something you want to do. 40 seconds left on the clock, and Gen.G still need to figure out how they want to attack this site. They lose NAKO as well to Stomping. So after all the delays, after the big break, it's G2 that are coming out the other side of that for the better to close out the opening half, and it seems like they will reach that 4-2 scoreline. Don't forget, it was a 2-1 lead to Gen.G, and then a 1v1 that could have made it 3-1. So G2 have really brought this game back into their lead now, and Stomping with a third. Whoa. And he finishes it off with all 4 kills for G2 in that round. He got 4 of them. influential. We didn't see a lot of lurk entry play necessarily by Gen.G. Certainly at times Nako was able to push into deeper positions and find kills, but certainly not like a Deimos, for instance, going for some really big lurks. Doki will just sit right now in bathroom. Team Circuit, by the way, did win against Falcons on the A stream. That is a huge result. Knocks them straight into that lower bracket. Loira with the opening kill on the entry for G2 though, and Stomping to follow immediately. So since the rehost, 5-0 for Stomping. I think he was about 2-4 from memory prior to when everything kind of started. But that means that for Gen.G, their opening defense is just being picked apart. G2 doing as they please. Blaz then gets rid of Nako. The plant can go down from Alamau, and Adzox is all that remains. He's not doing anything to stop that. Stomping starts it, finishes it, and G2 start to get on a roll on Skyscraper. Babe's left at this point. More pressure comes to him soon, and he could be out really early. So far, so good, though, for Gen.G. I mean, this is really what you want. You want that clock ticking down. Diffuser's still outside of the map. G2 are just trying to get some position over towards Dragon and Shrine, and they clear out towards Mezzanine. Kandala deep push Loira in towards the site, and they did not even realize how quick he was moving. Huge entry from Loira. Now a 4v1 with that kill from Alamau onto Nako, and as was the previous round, Azox in a 1v4, not possible. 6-2 lead for G2. Shot. But you've still got some key pieces on the board in Loira and Stomping to play behind the Montang. You can't think of a better trio.
Yep, these three have been firing. Stomping, yellow, ping, drum. That's dead shot down. Loira to find the pick.
Still know that they've got two players in Dragon right now for Gen.G. So
and Alamau knows where they both are.
Alamau knows exactly where they both are. It sets up for Loira and Stomping. Nitro from Nako. They need to deal with the Montang or look to pull back and reset, play the site. Loira as well with the death mark. He almost takes himself out with the nade. Asa's going to be able to trade Loira, who got the kill onto Nako, and it's Stomping in a 1v1. Of course it is. Looking to close this map out with Alamau on the floor. Asa looking to deny. Oh, there's no denying how good this kid is. G2 will take this map endgame against Gen.G and book their place more forward in the bracket against Shopify Rebellion. What a game that promises to be later today.